Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Cleveland. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
He'll get this out to the left flat. Down the left sideline. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35.
First and
A
10.
huge play right off the bat. A pickup of 44 yards. They'll run, and this is Quinshon Judkins. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop.
Brings up second and
Here's
9.
second and 9.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Again, it's Judkins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
79 Broncos.
A 1-yard pickup.
19 tight.
Brings up
19
third
tight.
and 8.
Let's go.
On third down, Sanders. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
The PAT, up and good. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead.
Bills no good.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. On the ground, this is James Cook. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
They'll run the toss with Cook. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. To throw on first and 10, Allen. That's to the left.
No, y'all can replace me. Y'all take too long.
And he is out of bounds at the
You can replace me. Y'all take too long.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for a
Been waiting almost an hour and 45 minutes.
Buffalo.
RPO. That one is complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second
From
and
23, here's second and 2. The tight end Kincaid in motion. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. First down picked up. So they move inside the 20. First and 10 at the 18. Now they'll try to run the jet sweep. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and
Last
12.
play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Round 80. Miller. What's that?
So now they'll throw it with Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away well short of the first down mark. Here we go on fourth down. It's Allen. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Ready up.
Second down and 8.
Hey. Snap.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle is made at the 26-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2 as they are set to start the drive with first and 10. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up second and 4.
Now it's Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And the Bills are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First and goal, Buffalo.
They'll try to run this one in. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
Gain of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here now, second down and goal. Now a design run. himself. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's a Browns 1st down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Big Lion.
He'll get this out wide. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another 1st down.
19 tight.
1st and 10.
Hey, you're not. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. That's caught. It's Dylan Sampson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Sanders. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
At the 15-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Cowboy 8. Hawk. Step. Trap 60. Trap 60.
From the gun, it's Shador. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
On 1st down, it's Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Now, he'll air one out, and that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line.
Ready?
As Shador on first down. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's good for a Browns.
Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates.
First and 10
Left
at
hip
the
Warriors.
45-yard line.
17.
They'll throw on first down with Sanders. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Dylan Sampson was the man he was trying to hook up with there. And it'll bring up second down.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Let's go now. 79.
To throw is Sanders. And caught downfield by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10.
35.
It is a big play for the Browns.
First down.
35 yards.
First down and goal to go.
Two.
A run on first and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
9 yards from the end zone for second down and goal.
18. Panther and 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now Shador. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
This is the type of start you dream about as a kid, Mike. First NFL catch, and it goes for a touchdown. I mean, you can't make it up. You got to imagine he's got to be rolling right now, and I'd go right back to him.
Here's Sanders to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Who little brother in here?
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Their own 22-yard line.
First down, Allen. He's going to air this one out. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
Who just called my ass?
With this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there, and more times than not, he's going to run under it, but in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here.
Yeah, I can't pick a play.
A little under a minute to go in this second
quarter.
quarter.
Never mind.
throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
Yeah, teach them, man. They don't know, man.
Moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
To the air once more is Allen. This one downfield for Kincaid. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And that will lead to a second down. Throwing again. It's Allen. Stretching the field is Knox. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal.
A 37-yard attempt.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. You'll start at the 4. Wow,
You got to hit that.
been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to pick up the first down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, They kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 20. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Bills
Throwing now, Allen here on first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. From the gun, Josh Allen. That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down. Now Allen. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. A run with Cook, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. We'll try again here. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10. At the Browns' 49-yard
So now they'll throw it with Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
brings up third down and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Buffalo.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Brings up second and
Design run here for Allen. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
34-yard line.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down.
At their own 16-yard line.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A
On the jump.
6-yard pickup
Nothing,
brings up
19
second
tight.
and 4.
19 tight. Ready?
From the gun, it's Sanders. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it'll be third down.
And 4.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to have a Browns first down. And he gets this one up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
18, run with 18.
Sanders. He's got it. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns to gain a 43 yards.
Okay, break.
Here's 1st and 10.
Down. Cowboy 80.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Maverick. 60 Maverick. Here we go. Step.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. On the move left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Hawk 70, Hawk, Buffalo 18. Steady.
On 3rd down, Sanders got his man at the 6, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Browns. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. The extra point is good. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. 3rd down coming up. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Allen gonna throw for it. And that's gonna be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
Trap 60, trap 6. Let's go. Mustang 19, Bronco 80. Ready,
As Shedeur on 1st down, and this ball's gonna be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Second and 10.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is second TD catch of the season. The extra point, up and good. And the Browns are able to extend the lead.
Bills 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. This one, downfield for Kincaid. And this will be incomplete.
So at this point in the game, Mike, offensively, I think for the offensive coordinator and the quarterback and everyone, they're just trying to build on something. Can you generate an explosive play? Can you bring just a little bit of energy to the huddle and to the sideline? Because throughout most of this game, not a whole lot's gone right.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. Now, this looks like a design run.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.